The Lofoten Islands, a name that whispers of ancient sagas and untamed nature. Here, far above the Arctic Circle, a dramatic chain of islands rises from the Norwegian Sea. Jagged peaks, like the teeth of some slumbering giant, stand guard over sheltered bays and impossibly blue waters. These mountains are ancient, sculpted by immense glaciers over countless millennia. Their sheer granite faces plummet directly into the sea, creating a landscape of breathtaking contrast. It is a place where the elements reign supreme, where the weather can shift in the blink of an eye, and where the light possesses a magical, ethereal quality found nowhere else on Earth. For centuries, these islands have been a haven for life. The rich waters, warmed by the Gulf Stream, teem with cod, drawing fishing communities to these shores since the time of the Vikings. Their iconic red fishing cabins, or råbuer, cling to the rocky coastlines, a splash of vibrant color against the stark, powerful scenery. In summer, the sun never sets, bathing the landscape in a continuous golden glow. In winter, the long nights are often illuminated by the dancing, shimmering curtains of the aurora borealis. It is this unique combination of raw, untamed wilderness and a deep, resilient human history that makes Lofoten so utterly captivating. Reaching for the sky here feels different. The air is crisp and clean, carrying the scent of salt and ancient stone. To look up is to see the domain of the sea eagle, soaring on thermals, rising from the colossal cliffs. It is a landscape that begs to be explored, to be understood from every possible angle. Traditional exploration by foot or by boat reveals its intimate details, the textures of the rock, the life in the tidal pools. But to truly grasp the scale, the sheer magnificence of this place, one must look from above. One must gain the perspective of the eagle to see how these islands fit together like pieces of a grand natural puzzle. This is why we have come here. We are here to witness this extraordinary world from a new and remarkable viewpoint. Our goal is to send a mechanical explorer into this vast wilderness. A drone designed for endurance and clarity will attempt to trace the contours of this dramatic coastline. It will offer us a perspective previously reserved for the birds that call this place home. We hope to capture not just images, but a sense of the immense scale and the delicate beauty of Lofoten, a place where the land and the sea meet in a truly spectacular fashion. Exploring Lofoten from the air presents a unique and formidable challenge. This is not a gentle, rolling landscape. It is a vertical world, a fortress of rock and water. The very features that make it so stunningly beautiful also make it an incredibly difficult environment for long-range flight. The mountains are not just obstacles. They are massive barriers of granite, capable of blocking radio signals completely. Flying behind one of these peaks means losing contact with our pilot on the ground. It is a venture into the unknown, a true test of both technology and trust in our equipment. The mission is ambitious. We aim to test the limits of a new generation of long-range drone technology in one of the most demanding settings imaginable. The goal is to fly further, to see clearer, and to maintain a stable connection over vast distances filled with interference and physical obstructions. Can our drone navigate the complex maze of fjords and valleys? Can its signal penetrate the dense, unpredictable Arctic atmosphere? This flight is more than just a quest for beautiful pictures. It is a scientific endeavor to understand the capabilities of our modern tools in the planet's wild places. The potential rewards, however, are immense. A successful long-range flight would allow us to document the archipelago in a way that has never been done before. We could trace the paths of ancient glaciers, revealing how they carved these deep fjords. We could observe the remote nesting sites of seabirds without disturbing them. We could witness the subtle interplay of light and shadow across the mountain ranges as the day progresses. It is an opportunity to gather data and imagery that would be impossible to obtain from the ground, offering new insights into the geology and ecology of this remarkable region. This journey is a delicate dance between ambition and caution. The allure of seeing what lies beyond the next peak is strong, but the risks are very real. A lost signal could mean a lost drone, an unwelcome piece of technology left behind in this pristine environment. Therefore, every aspect of the flight must be meticulously planned. We must respect the power of this landscape, understanding that we are merely visitors. The challenge is not to conquer Lofoten, but to be granted a fleeting, privileged glimpse of its majesty from a perspective that few have ever seen. At the heart of our expedition is a remarkable piece of engineering. It is a 7-inch Recon FPV frame, a skeleton of lightweight yet incredibly strong carbon fiber. This is not a drone one can buy off the shelf. It is a custom-built machine, assembled with a specific purpose in mind: endurance and stability in harsh conditions. The larger 7-inch propellers provide greater lift and efficiency compared to smaller drones. This allows it to carry a heavier battery, which is essential for long-range flight and to better handle the strong, unpredictable winds that sweep through the Lofoten Fjords. The true innovation, however, lies in its visual and communication system. We have equipped this frame with the new DJI O4 Lite. This system is the drone's eyes and its voice. It promises to transmit high-definition video back to the pilot's goggles from many kilometers away, with very little delay. This low latency is critical for FPV or first-person view flying. The pilot does not just control the drone, they see exactly what the drone's camera sees in real time. It creates an immersive experience, as if the pilot themselves were soaring through the air. The O4 system's ability to maintain a clear signal over long distances is what makes this ambitious test possible. Building such a machine is a craft in itself. Every component is chosen for its reliability and performance. The motors must be powerful enough to fight strong gusts of wind. The flight controller, the drone's brain, must be programmed with advanced safety features, including a reliable return-to-home function. This function uses GPS to automatically fly the drone back to its launch point if the control signal is lost. The battery is the drone's fuel tank, a high-capacity lithium polymer pack that must provide consistent power throughout the long journey. Every wire is carefully soldered and every screw is tightened and checked. This drone is more than just a collection of electronics. It is a purpose-built explorer, a fusion of power, precision, and cutting-edge technology. Its design is a testament to the passion and ingenuity of the FPV community. It is a tool that extends our senses, allowing us to venture into places we could otherwise never reach. As we prepare it for its flight, we are filled with a sense of anticipation. We are placing our trust in this carefully assembled machine to be our reliable guide through the spectacular yet unforgiving landscape of the Lofoten Islands. Before a single propeller can spin, a rigorous and disciplined preparation process must unfold. This phase is perhaps the most critical part of the entire operation. It begins not with the drone, but with the environment itself. We study detailed topographical maps and satellite imagery of our chosen flight path. We identify potential hazards such as power lines, areas of high magnetic interference, and the sheer faces of the mountains themselves. We also check the local aviation regulations and airspace restrictions to ensure our flight is both legal and safe, respecting the airspace used by local aircraft and emergency services. Next, we turn our attention to the weather. In the Arctic, conditions are notoriously fickle. A calm, sunny morning can transform into a blustery, rain-swept afternoon in minutes. We consult multiple weather models, looking at wind speed and direction at various altitudes, temperature, and the probability of precipitation. We are particularly concerned with wind, as strong gusts funneling through the narrow valleys could easily overpower the drone. A favorable weather window is not a luxury. It is an absolute necessity for a flight of this nature. Patience is a key virtue in this part of the world. With a potential flight window identified, the technical checks begin. The drone undergoes a full systems diagnostic. We inspect the frame for any signs of stress or damage, We check the propellers for nicks or cracks. The battery is charged to its full capacity and its voltage is verified. We connect the drone to a computer to confirm that the GPS has a strong lock on multiple satellites and that the return to home point is accurately set to our launch location. The pilot puts on the FPV goggles and tests the video feed, ensuring the image is crystal clear and the connection is stable. Finally, we conduct a series of short local test flights. This allows us to see how the drone behaves in the current conditions and to make any last-minute adjustments to its tuning. It is a final confirmation that all systems are nominal. This methodical step-by-step process may seem tedious, but it is essential. It is about minimizing risk and maximizing the chances of a successful and, most importantly, a safe flight. Only when every single check has been completed and every team member is confident do we declare ourselves ready to launch. The moment has arrived, the air is still and the morning sun casts long golden rays across the landscape. We have found our launch site, a flat rocky outcrop with a clear line of sight down the fjord. It provides a stable base and a safe distance from any people or property. The team is quiet, focused. Each member knows their role. One person acts as a spotter, keeping a visual line of sight on the drone for as long as possible and scanning the skies for other aircraft. The pilot, settled and comfortable, makes their final checks on the controller and goggles. The drone is placed on the ground, its camera pointing towards the vast expanse of water and mountains. The pilot arms the motors. The 4 propellers begin to spin, first slowly, then with increasing speed, creating a low, purposeful hum that briefly breaks the silence of the Arctic morning. It is the sound of potential energy, ready to be unleashed. The pilot performs a final check of the controls, a slight tilt forward, a roll to the left, a yaw to the right. Everything is responsive. The drone feels solid, connected. With a final nod to the spotter, the pilot gently increases the throttle. The hum rises in pitch and the drone lifts gracefully from the ground. It hovers for a moment, just a few meters in the air, a final pause to ensure perfect stability. The onboard GPS has locked onto over 20 satellites, a strong and reassuring sign. The video feed in the pilot's goggles is flawless, a high-definition window into the drone's world. All systems are go. The time for preparation is over. The time for exploration has begun. With a smooth and deliberate push of the control stick, the drone accelerates forward. It leaves the safety of our small, rocky outpost and heads out over the water. It gains altitude rapidly, climbing above the coastline to reveal the true scale of the fjord. The red fishing cabins shrink below, becoming small dots in a vast panorama. The drone is now a small, dark shape against the immense backdrop of the mountains. For us on the ground, it quickly disappears from sight, but for the pilot, the journey is just beginning. They are now fully immersed, seeing the world through the eyes of the machine. The journey unfolds in a seamless, fluid motion. From the pilot's perspective, the world expands with astonishing speed. The drone cruises at a steady pace, conserving battery while covering impressive distances. It glides over the deep, placid waters of the fjord, the surface like a dark mirror reflecting the colossal mountains that surround it. We can see the intricate patterns of seaweed beds in the shallows and the sharp drop-off into the depths. The DJI O4 system delivers a stunningly clear image, capturing every detail with vibrant color and clarity. The experience is utterly captivating, a true bird's-eye view. As we push further into the landscape, the drone begins to climb. It follows the rising contours of a vast mountain flank, a tapestry of green moss, grey rock, and patches of resilient snow. The sheer scale is difficult to comprehend. What appear as small ridges from the ground are revealed to be massive geological formations. The drone soars past waterfalls that cascade hundreds of meters down sheer cliff faces, their spray invisible from this distance, but their power evident in the deep scars they have carved into the rock over centuries. The pilot is not just flying, they are navigating a three-dimensional map of breathtaking complexity. The flight path takes us towards a saddle between 2 major peaks. This is a critical moment. As the drone passes through the gap, we are treated to a spectacular reveal. A hidden valley, invisible from our launch point, opens up before us. It is a pristine, untouched world, a hanging valley with a small, jewel-like lake at its center. This is the magic of long-range FPV. It is the ability to discover, to peek over the horizon and see what lies beyond. The data feed on the pilot's display shows the drone is now several kilometers away, yet the video link remains strong and clear. The drone continues its journey, now flying along the spine of a long, jagged ridge. To one side is the valley we just discovered. To the other, the vast expanse of the Norwegian Sea stretches to the horizon. We can see the gentle swell of the open ocean and distant, smaller islands that are part of the archipelago. The drone's battery level is holding steady, its performance exceeding our expectations. The pilot feels a profound sense of connection to the machine and the environment, a silent, graceful dance between technology and the wild. Even with the best planning, a flight in Lofoten is a journey into the unpredictable. Our first major obstacle was not a mountain, but something invisible: radio interference. As the drone flew near a small, isolated settlement, the video feed began to show small glitches. This is often caused by local Wi-Fi networks or other radio transmissions. The pilot had to make a split-second decision. Rather than pushing through it, they chose to increase altitude and alter course slightly, flying further out over the water. This simple maneuver moved the drone away from the source of the interference, and the video signal immediately cleared up. It was a reminder that the invisible landscape of radio frequencies is just as important as the physical one. The greatest challenge, however, came as we attempted to fly around a massive headland. The sheer cliff face, a vertical wall of granite several hundred meters high, stood directly between the drone and our ground station. We knew that attempting this would be the ultimate test of the DJI O4 system. As the drone began its turn around the rock, the signal strength indicator started to drop. For a few heart-stopping seconds, the video image froze, and the pilot lost their real-time view. This is the most dangerous moment for an FPV pilot. In this moment of signal loss, training and technology took over. The pilot resisted the urge to panic and make erratic control inputs. They kept the controls steady, trusting the drone to continue on its last known trajectory. Simultaneously, the drone's flight controller, sensing the loss of signal, was preparing to initiate its return to home sequence. But before it did, the O4 system fought to re-establish the link. As the drone cleared the edge of the headland, the signal was reacquired. The video feed flickered back to life, revealing the stunning new vista on the other side. The system had worked, pushing through the barrier of solid rock. This experience highlighted the importance of a multi-layered approach to safety. The pilot's skill, the drone's autonomous safety features, and the robustness of the communication link all worked together to overcome the obstacle. It also taught us a valuable lesson about the landscape. We learned that flying high above such obstacles is often safer than trying to fly around them at a lower altitude. The direct line of sight is paramount. Overcoming these challenges was not just about technical success. It was about gaining a deeper respect for the forces, both seen and unseen, that define this wild place. After reaching our planned waypoint, the time came to turn back. The journey home is often as challenging as the journey out. The pilot must manage the remaining battery life carefully, factoring in any changes in wind direction. A headwind on the return leg can consume far more power than the tailwind that may have helped on the way out. The pilot maintained a smooth, efficient flight path, descending gradually to conserve energy. The drone retraced its path over the ridge, across the hidden valley, and back towards the main fjord. The data displayed in the pilot's goggles told the story of the flight. We had traveled a total distance of over 20 kilometers, a significant achievement in this mountainous terrain. The battery had performed flawlessly, and we were on track to land with a safe reserve of power. the DJI O4 Lite system had proven its worth, maintaining a remarkably stable connection, even when pushed to its limits by the challenging topography. The test was, by all technical measures, a resounding success. It demonstrated that modern long-range systems have opened up new possibilities for exploration. As the drone drew closer, the spotter picked it up visually, a small dot growing steadily larger against the blue sky. The pilot transitioned from relying solely on the FPV goggles to a combination of the video feed and direct line of sight. This final phase of flight requires a different kind of skill. The drone was guided gently back towards our launch site. With a final soft hum, it descended vertically and landed perfectly on the same rocky outcrop from which it had departed. The motors spun down and silence returned to the Arctic landscape. The flight was over, but the discovery was just beginning. We had returned with more than just a successful test. We had brought back a continuous, high-definition recording of the entire journey. This footage is a valuable data set, a digital transect of the Lofoten landscape. It allows us to revisit the flight, to study the geological features, to appreciate the sheer scale of the environment, and to share this unique perspective with others. The test revealed not only the capabilities of the drone, but also offered a profound new appreciation for the intricate and majestic beauty of the islands. Our long-range test in the Lofoten Islands was a profound success. It pushed the boundaries of what we thought was possible with FPV drone technology. The combination of the custom-built 7-inch frame and the DJI O4 Lite system proved to be a powerful tool for exploration, capable of navigating one of Earth's most challenging and spectacular landscapes. We captured imagery of unparalleled beauty and gathered data that offers a fresh perspective on this ancient archipelago. The flight was a testament to meticulous planning, technological innovation, and skilled piloting. Yet, with this great capability comes an even greater responsibility. Flying drones in pristine natural environments like Lofoten requires more than just technical skill. It demands respect and restraint. We must always be mindful of our impact. This means strictly adhering to all local and national regulations, which are in place to protect both wildlife and people. It means avoiding flights over populated areas, respecting the privacy of residents, and never flying in a way that could disturb nesting birds or other sensitive wildlife. The goal is to observe, not to interfere. The principle of leave no trace must extend to the skies. This includes having robust safety protocols like the return to home function to prevent a drone from being lost and becoming technological litter in a wild place. It means being prepared to cancel a flight if conditions are not perfect or if there is any risk to the environment. The privilege of seeing these places from such a unique viewpoint carries with it the duty to protect them. Our technology should be a tool for appreciation and understanding, not a source of disruption. Ultimately, these tools offer us a new way to connect with the natural world. They allow us to witness its grandeur and its intricacies in ways our ancestors could never have imagined. This FPV journey through Lofoten did more than test a piece of equipment. It deepened our admiration for this incredible place. It reinforced the idea that the more we learn about our planet and the more we see of its beauty, the more we should be inspired to preserve it. The future of drone exploration lies not in how far we can fly, but in how responsibly and respectfully we choose to do so.